everybody, it's Corey and Dave from Zapp Comics, and I'm officially going to call this week Scott Snyder Week, because he literally is attached to every book coming out. Every big book, I should say.
What are the rules of Scott Snyder Week? Do we have to, buy him a cake?
We should, because DC better buy him a cake, because he's eating a big piece of it right now, because you got... Seriously, I mean, you got Batman 21
What a segue.
and Superman Unchained,
Well, yeah, Batman
and American
21's
Vampire.
out.
Yeah, Batman 21 is the picks of the week are like joint picks, because you got two. It's probably the biggest week. It's definitely one of the biggest weeks of the year for new releases. DC's going to own this week. You know, you got Zero Year is finally starting, and Batman 21 is going to be, I think, 11 parts.
Yeah, it's like a whole year of Batman.
Yeah, so
he's going to be there anyway. But
Superman Unchained, which is Snyder and Jim Lee's #1, because as you know, on Friday, Superman comes out in the theaters, Man of Steel. It's also Man of Steel Day for Wednesday. All the comic shops are giving away a free All-Star Superman #1 when you come into the stores. So it's the Superman week. I mean, obviously, they're celebrating the 75th anniversary of Superman.
It's old.
The Superman Unchained book has a ton of variants. They're doing, decade variants, like Bronze Age, Silver Age, Copper Age, 30s, 40s, Golden Age variants. They're really nice. Some of them more expensive than others, but they are pretty cool. And then Batman 0 Year is got an awesome Jock variant, which is one of the best cover artists you'll ever find. Beautiful stuff. So I mean, it's I don't know which one to talk about first. I'm gonna go Superman because of the week it's coming out, and I mean,
so many people own this week. It's like Superman and Scott Snyder.
Well, yeah, Superman and Scott Snyder's buddy, so they're not gonna they'll share it. They'll be nice to each other. It's fine.
What about Batman?
Well, Batman rules the world, so he's part of the week too. So. Batman's gonna help Superman out a little bit,
I want to see a chart of how Corey's well, this person rules the world. Turns out the Hulk is the Queen of England, so he's in charge of that hemisphere. I don't understand it. Anyway,
Superman Unchained, as you know, Scott Snyder, Jim Lee, been hyped up for about a year now. I think originally called Man of Steel. They changed the title to Superman Unchained.
It's like the Django. Just like Superman, they don't have chains. Or they once had chains and now they're gone. That's what the book's about. His hatred for chains.
What is the book about, Dave?
The book's about satellites and they're falling. And he saves all of them except for one. But who did?
And
they blame Lex Luthor.
And who's in jail, I think.
Every Superman book, they're just like, where's Lex Luthor? It's him. I'd be so pissed if I was like Lex Luthor.
I think he likes the attention, though. That's what
Probably.
He wants.
I don't know, Superman, so he's like, Lois, you left the roast in the oven. And he goes to jail. He's like, Lex Luthor, how dare you? Everybody just hates on Lex Luthor there. And he's just like, I did it again.
Beautiful art by Jim Lee. Great story by Scott Snyder. Batman 0 Year, they've been pumping this since the beginning of the Death of the Family.
Mm-hmm.
The 11 issues, it's only going to run through Batman. It's not going to tie into anything else. So it's going to be literally almost a year-long story. It's kind of his origin, but it's like his first adventure, isn't it?
It's going to be like his first adventure. Scott says he's going to be turning into he's going to become Batman early on. So it's not like it's just him Bruce Wayning for 10 issues and then at the end gets all dressed up in his bat gear. It's going to be really the first adventure and how he became the hero for the city.
And it's got, Greg Capullo art, which is a home run in itself. So Snyder, Batman, Capullo, win. So we'll see what happens. They've been hyped up for a long time. I'm really excited about it. He said he's not going to retell Batman, year one. He's not going to touch it. So I think he's going to handle it the same way Jeff Johns handled the origin of Green Lantern. We just added another layer to it, which is perfect. So very excited about that. Also, American Vampire. The Long Road to Hell #1. It's a one-shot, which is going to kick off when the series starts back up in a few more months. That's got, obviously, Raphael Albuquerque's art. And you got Snyder writing it. So you got 3 major books this week, all with Scott Snyder on it. It's awesome. On the other end of the spectrum, you got some other stuff coming out. You got Walking Dead hits #1, 11.
Yeah. It's a lot of ones. Make-A-Wish.
Yeah. Savage Wolverine #6, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Zeb Wells and Joe Mad. Mad's been around forever. He was back big in the 90s went to do some video game stuff. He's coming back, doing a little bit of comic book stuff. So that's going to be a little bit different than what Savage Wolverine has been for the first 5 issues. So
also, if you guys are looking to accessorize your wardrobe, Green Lantern Corps comes out, and so do rings.
Yeah, the Green Lantern came out last week. For some reason, the rings aren't coming until this week. And the Blue Lantern rings are going to be out this week for Green Lantern Corps 21, because all the new creative teams are on it. They're going to do that for each book. I think they're different than the rings that came out a few years ago. I think they have a different finish on them. They might be a little bit shinier or something. So it's kind of cool. At least they're doing something. That was a huge success for them.
Corey Brown loves one thing. It's shiny things. He just gets very distracted.
On the product end of things, we get a Batman Killing Joker statue by Kodabukaya, artifact statue. It's pretty cool. It's got the classic pose with Joker and the camera, laugh smiling, and
probably a gun,
which is very iconic from.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a gun. He's taking a picture.
Oh, he's taking the picture.
Yeah,
okay, the cover.
The cover, yes. Yeah, so
nice.
Classic Brian Bolland cover. Awesome, one of the best, if not the best, Batman story ever told. So that's cool. We're excited about that. Kodabukaya makes great stuff. The packaging's beautiful on it. Also from DC, you got the Master Universe Hordak Origin Special. Everybody loves Hordak. He's, I like him better than Skeletor personally.
I like Hordak because I don't know what he is, and his name doesn't explain it. That's why we need this book. Because if it's like a Moss Man, it's just like, he's a man, he came from the moss. Skeletor, he's a skeleton. This guy, Hordak, doesn't mean anything to me. That's why I need to know.
Guardians of the Galaxy #3 also comes out. A lot of other fun books. You got Deadpool, a bunch of other stuff, Batgirl, Nightwing, but it's so huge with the big hitters. Wednesday's going to be awesome. Superman, Batman, It's officially Scott Snyder week, so, come on to Zapp Comics. We'll have everything here for you. If you need anything, let us know. We'll put it aside for you. Some of the variants are going to be pretty hot.
Scott Snyder, if you want to come here, we'll get you a cake. There's an A&P next door.
Scott Snyder is always welcome.
They sell cakes.
Dunkin' Donuts sells cakes too?
Yeah.
They sell ice cream.
We are surrounded by cakes. Just come in, we'll get you one.
Come on in. See you guys on Wednesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye. It's Zapp Comics. See you online. See you everywhere.
We're always watching you.
Always watching you.
See you in the shower.
What?
See you. We have eyes everywhere, Corey Brown.
Yeah, but there's nobody can be in your shower. Don't worry about it.
Or are we? No, we're not.